Hi, babe. Welcome to the Horror Babe Show. I'm your host, Chelsea Beller. Well, it is now officially spooky season, and since the spooky, spectacular Halloween season is upon us, I was thinking about horror movies I could watch with my less horror enthused friends. Basically thinking about gateway horror or introductory horror or intro horror. I have a lot of friends who want to, not to brag, I have friends who want to watch horror movies with me, but they're not quite ready for, say, Terrifier 2. So I was like, I know I can come up with a list of 10 summer horror flicks that are designed for the ones who haven't quite dipped their toes into horror yet. I know a lot of you started watching horror pretty much straight out of the womb, but this video is more designed for our friends, our family members who love us, who love that we love horror, but they're like, can we ease into it? So here's a list of intro to horror movies you can watch this summer basically for free. Nothing is for free because this is the world we live in, but these movies are free if you have these streaming services. Okay, let's get into it. Before we get into that, here's a spooky reminder that you can support the show with a donation or a tip, if you want to call it that, to PayPal. Yes, I have a PayPal. I'm also on Patreon, where you get early and bonus content. And yes, I have a merch shop. You can see it somewhere on the screen and go ahead and check it out. And right now, for the month of July, because June is already over, Pride Month merch is currently available, but won't be available for long, so snag it while you can. Okay, back to me. This list is designed, carefully curated, to inspire you to watch more horror, to swim deeper into the horror deep end, but we're still wading in the shallow waters. Also, I want you all to have a fun, spooky Halloween season without being worried you're going to have nightmares. So that's what this list consists of. These films are currently on one or some streaming services, and a lot of them are considered classics. I could easily make a bad listicle of intro to horror movies, basically so bad they're good, which actually sounds pretty fun, so I might do that. And I'm also considering doing like a strictly on Tubi list, because who doesn't love Tubi? Oh my god, Tubi. You should sponsor me. Oh, also this list is in numerical order because I'm OCD, I guess. So we're starting off with The Blob. Yeah, a blob from another planet starts consuming everything in its path and growing as it goes. Starring Steve McQueen before his bullet days, this film is a great way to introduce you to classic horror, to black and white horror, to 1950s horror. Easy on the suspense, no jump scares, and no gore. Currently streaming on Max. Number 2. The Birds. This film was my introduction to Alfred Hitchcock. It's a classic from 1963 starring Rod Taylor and Tippi Hedren. Birds start suddenly attacking this coastal Northern California town, seemingly when Tippi Hedren's character Melanie arrives. Coincidence? I think not. If you haven't seen Hitchcock, namely Psycho, I would start with this one. There's very limited gore, very limited blood. There is some blood, and actually, yeah, there is some blood and grossness, but it's not over the top. And it's birds. What, are you afraid of birds? Chelsea, don't judge people for being afraid of birds. They can be afraid of birds. Birds are kind of freaky. Fly around, shit on people. Currently streaming on Netflix, but it's leaving soon. Whatever that means. Number 3, Jaws. I watch this every year on the 4th of July. It's just a tradition, and it's a classic. You might be wondering, Chelsea, didn't Jaws terrify thousands of people from ever going to the beach again? Yeah. But that was 1975. That was 50 years ago, man. It's totally cool. You can go to the beach. It's fine. It's fine. But also, it's classic Steven Spielberg. If you have not seen Jaws or a Spielberg, you have to start with Jaws. Like, listen, it's great storytelling, it's great writing, great character development, some of the best, most scenic shots. It inspires me as a filmmaker and as a horror fan. It's so good. Go watch it. I know there's blood and yeah, the shark is a little scary, but for the most part, it's a mechanical shark. There's like 2, maybe 3 shots of a real life shark, and he's just kind of swimming in the water. The rest of the shots, especially the shark attack shots, are with a mechanical shark. So just remember that. Also, if it helps, his name is Bruce. You can't be scared of a Bruce. His name's Bruce. Actually, speaking of, that's why the shark in Finding Nemo, his name is Bruce, because of Bruce. Ah, yeah, right? Cool. It's currently streaming on Peacock. Sick. Okay, number 4. The Lost Boys. I love The Lost Boys. I actually haven't watched it in a really long time, but I love that movie. Nothing says 80s grunge like this movie. Oh, God. Think a young, hot Kiefer Sutherland, the stunning Jamie Gertz, and babies Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Can't go wrong. There's leather, there's torn shirts, there's leather pants, there's leather jackets, mohawks, faux hawks. No, but it's just so fun. It's a comedy horror, it's vampire horror, so it will be gory in that sense, but I don't think it's over the top. If you want to step back in time to the reckless and grungy 80s, this will be your jam. Currently streaming on Prime. Number 5. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is one of the ultimate summer scares. I don't personally know anyone who hasn't seen Jurassic Park, but if you haven't, go watch it. Please go watch it. You won't be disappointed, I swear. Yes, there's a little blood and guts, but this isn't a spoiler. It's a dinosaurs on the loose movie. There's bound to be blood and guts, but it's not crazy amount. It's not over the top. It's just the right amount. And if you're really scared, just focus on Jeff Goldblum and his practically shirtless self. It's part of the reason why we watch it, right? It's half the reason. It's like most of the reason. It's like 85% of the reason why we watch this movie. So go watch it. It's available now on Peacock. Number 6, Scream, the original. This is the ultimate intro to slasher horror film. This is my go-to horror movie, my default horror movie, my comfort horror movie, my 90s nostalgia horror movie. It's a brilliant movie. It's so fun. It's slasher horror comedy. The comedy element isn't heavily in this, but there are some of the best, funniest moments in this, mainly between Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard. They are prime bad boys, prime kind of doofy bad boys. But, so good. It's one of Wes Craven's best. It does get bloody, but it's more suspense thriller than gore. Streaming now on Max, Hulu, and Prime. You have so many options. Number 7, Final Destination. I know, You might be laughing at me. That's fine. That's fine. You're allowed. You're allowed. This movie is more for the swimmers heading toward the deep end of horror. Not quite at the deep end, but getting there. We're getting there. Final Destination is a ridiculous ride. And if you just remember that it's horror comedy, I think you can get through it. It will absolutely get your heart pumping. It is suspense all the way to the end. All the way to the very end, to the end of the credits. You'll need slight resuscitation, but I think because these deaths are so over the top, it's essentially horror comedy. It's pure insanity, and all of them, I think, except for the newest one, are streaming on Max. Number 8, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Here's your current day monster movie. It's a monster movie, a kaiju movie, a Godzilla movie, but without the silliness. It's definitely leaning towards action thriller. It's not technically horror, but I consider monster movies to be under the umbrella of horror movies, so that's why I've included it. There's no gore, just, oh God, Godzilla is stepping on thousands, if not millions of people. So try not to think about that. But if you like Millie Bobby Brown and Vera Farmiga, you'll definitely enjoy this. It's also one of the most visually stunning Godzilla movies, in my opinion. So go watch it. It's streaming on Max, Hulu, and Prime. Number 9, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Obviously based on the books. Written by Guillermo del Toro. So this one has great visuals, really fun storytelling. It's a bunch of scary stories. It's kind of an anthology in one, and the effects are rad. I personally wasn't scared while watching, but I thought they did a really great job of the tension and the storytelling. I think it's a fun, entertaining, spooky watch to gear up for spooky season. Now available on Pluto. All right, number 10. I Saw the TV Glow. So this one claims to be horror fantasy, but it's really just fantasy with like some horror elements, I guess. There's like one potentially would-be scary scene. Like they kind of gear up to be a scary scene, but it's not. It's more spooky visuals than actual scares. And there's no gore. It's definitely leaning towards fantasy. It's a film about accepting who you are, and I absolutely cried after I watched this. So get ready for beautiful, scenic cinematography, whispers of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and grab your tissues. It's currently streaming on Max, so go check it out. Go check all of those out. It's just a fun list. I hope you enjoyed this list of summer gateway horror movies. I tried to incorporate movies of different subgenres, but all under the umbrella of horror. And there's loads more, but I wanted to focus more on like movies you can watch this summer and potentially for free if you already have the subscription. I think I'd like I said at the beginning of the video, I think I'd like to do a similar list, but focusing on like strictly what's available on Tubi. Tubi is such a great platform. They're free. They do have ads, but the ads aren't like excessive. And they have such an amazing catalog. They have everything from like old Scooby-Doo episodes to like recent releases and like everything in between. So Tubi is awesome, and no, they're not sponsoring me, but they should, right? Don't you think? So let me know in the comments if you want me to do a summer Tubi watch. Well, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd to see what I'm watching and what I'm rating. Bye, babe.